fact, a follow-up segment tonight, the state of Arizona investigating Planned Parenthood for failing to report a possible rape of an underage girl. And all over the country, Planned Parenthood is under fire for inappropriate and perhaps criminal conduct towards minors. Recently, the Live Action Group, which opposes Planned Parenthood, did another undercover sting, this time in Minnesota. A young woman telling Planned Parenthood she was 15 years old and asking for advice concerning a boyfriend. A viewer warning: some of the tape you are going to see and hear is graphic. Roll it.
And I think it's going to just depend on what it is that you're looking for. You know, I mean, you can get a horsewhip. I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, you can. So, I mean, it kind of depends on what you guys are looking for.
Okay.
There are probably a lot of things out there that I don't even know about.
Okay.
I know, for example, patients will sometimes come in with rope burns or markings on their breasts from like clamps.
Oh,
okay. And again, if it's consensual,
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not okay. Joining us now from Phoenix, Kristen Wagoner, Senior Vice President with the Alliance Defending Freedom organization, which has filed a complaint against Planned Parenthood in Arizona. So I understand today there was a pretrial hearing for a man named Tyler Kost, 18 years old, who is involved with the statutory rape situation and Planned Parenthood. Pick up the story from there.
Well, Mr. Kost has been indicted on 30 different counts of sexual assault, ranging with women who are under 15 years of age and also up to under 18 years of age. One of those counts, there have been 13 victims. One of those counts is a woman who reported her rape to Planned Parenthood. And we filed a formal complaint on behalf of Alliance Defending Freedom to have the state of Arizona formally investigate this, immediately investigate Planned Parenthood, because every girl deserves to be protected. And what the allegations have shown is that Planned Parenthood actually told this mother and the rape victim that it wasn't worth the hassle of reporting her rape to the authorities.
How old was this girl who was pregnant?
She was 14 years of old. Oh, excuse me, 14 years of age.
14 years of age. She went to Planned Parenthood with her mother. She did have an abortion subsequently, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and Planned Parenthood provided the abortion services, but would not tell, according to you and the allegation, would not tell state authorities that this girl at 14 had been raped by this Tyler Kost at 18. That's against the law. There is a Romeo-Juliet exception in Arizona, which means there's a 2-year difference between the man, the girl, and the boy. They don't prosecute, but this is way beyond that. Now, Planned Parenthood, what do they say? Do they deny it? What do they say?
They've issued an ambiguous statement saying that, of course, they would comply with the law, but actions speak louder than words here. What we know is that this woman, this young woman and her mother reported the rape to Planned Parenthood. The sheriff has that in his official report, and that they did not report it to authorities.
So they're toast then. If you have that kind of evidence that you have it all, then Planned Parenthood is guilty. What will happen then? Will a counselor be prosecuted for Planned Parenthood? Will it be shut down? What's the result of all this?
Well, we're asking that state authorities get to the bottom of this, get to the truth of it, because what's an important piece of this is that Mr. Kost went out and victimized several other young girls after Planned Parenthood had notice of the rape. So we want the truth to come out first and foremost, but we want Planned Parenthood held accountable, and those clinics that have violated the law, they need to be shut down, because this is not about a profit motive. It shouldn't be about putting a buck ahead of a young girl's health and safety, and that's what's going on in these clinics.
As you said, this is a serial. He's charged with serial sex crimes, and he could have been stopped if Planned Parenthood obeyed the law. But I'm just wondering, I know the Attorney General for Arizona is investigating, because we talked to his office. He's on it. But I'm wondering whether they will actually file charges, which is very rare, against Planned Parenthood. As you know, on this program, tape after tape after tape all over the world, all over the country, shows these Planned Parenthood counselors talking to minors in inappropriate ways and sometimes illegal ways, directing them into activities that they shouldn't be directed to. But nothing seems to happen to them, Planned Parenthood.
Right, and that's one of the things that's significant about this is nothing was happening until we, along with our friends at the Center for Arizona Policy, put out a press release and then did a press conference to highlight this issue. So the tragedy of this situation is that we would even need a child abuse reporting law to cover Planned Parenthood, because you would think they would be concerned about the health and safety of women.
No.
But instead, they're concerned about widening their profit margins as much as possible.
All right, Ms. Wagner, we are going to follow the case, and we appreciate your time today.